Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It has been several days actually since I recorded our last video. Um, in fact, this is actually going to be today's video, but I've gotten really behind on my recording with school starting and whatnot. But I was tasked with a really cool project at the college I'm going to show how to do something, how to create something. But I mentioned it in a previous episode that I am going to school to become a water treatment plant operator. So basically, like, I'll be the guy that um, you know takes the water from the lake, what have you, reservoir, whatever body of water. I take it and then I clean it, purify it, and then I send it to your house. So that's what I'm going to school for. So I thought it would be really cool if I did a water treatment plant in Minecraft. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a water plant and I'm actually going to have it pump water into our house. That's going to be like the end goal. So I'm kind of putting the beacon on hold and gathering the more iron because I really think this is going to be cool, and I'm really excited to do this. So um, and also it'll give me a chance to sort of study because I'll be explaining to you what I do, for a living in the process. So yeah, so here we go. This is going to be a real talky episode, and it's going to be me literally like explaining everything I do. So if you don't enjoy that, I apologize because this is going to be what the next several episodes is going to be about, is me putting this together, and then eventually I'll do a video that is just me explaining it once we get it all done. But firstly, you have to have the water to um, come into your plant, right? So what we're gonna do is eventually what I'm gonna do is like I'll eventually have stone, but what you end up having in front of, and I don't know if this is gonna work because it'll probably displace in the water. Dang it. Hmm. Well, that's not good. Because we could have like. So, anyways, what you do when you normally have a big body of water is you have some sort of like grate or something like that to keep the big stuff from flowing in. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put that there, and then we're just going to. I think we'll have. Yeah, do it like that, and then have the water be here. And we kind of want it to be flowing a little bit because, water flows in. And so we're going to have this come in here like this. So what this is doing is this is preventing. All right, you guys got to go. You got to. This prevents, like limbs and all kinds of bad stuff you don't want getting into your plant, because everything that comes into your plant you have to clean and that kind of stuff. So these little bars and gratings keep that kind of stuff from getting in your plant in the first place. So what we're gonna do is get the freaking out block out of there. And so this is essentially the first step, right? The water comes into your plant, and then hold on here. Oh, you know what? I need to grab a couple more things. I need some stone and whatnot. So I will be okay. Right back. So I got some stone, but I think what we're gonna do is instead of using stone, we're gonna use cobble because normally like this will just be like a straight pipe, right? And a lot of times it'll just be concrete or something of that nature that is holding the pipe in place. So what we'll do is we're just going to use just cobblestone because it has that kind of like rough look, and that way it'll give the illusion of sort of just being basic. Because like this kind of stuff, I know it's so weird because it's like such an important part, like getting the water in the first place, but it's sort of like a neglected part of the process, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna we're gonna sort of make it look a little cheap, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna throw that in there, and then along the sides, we're gonna make this a cobble. And we're gonna cover that. So now we've sort of got our little inlet to our plant, right? So I'm gonna have to move all this, but what we need is I need a dispenser. And the reason that you need a dispenser is that because in water treatment, what you do sometimes, not in all cases, but in some cases, you'll do this thing called pre-chlorination, and we're going to use glowstone dust as our as our as our chlorine. Excuse me, as I scratch my ear. But what I need is I need a dispenser, which I think you have to use a fresh bow. I don't think you can get away with using a crappy bow. So I'm probably gonna need 4 dispensers. Do I? And I do have wood on me. So I'm cooking up the cobble is what I'm doing over there. To get the stone. So that's not gonna be enough. Did I really not grab? I just moved it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this isn't going to be enough. So there's 2. There we go. Excellent. Now, a dispenser. How do you make a dispenser? Is it... Okay. What about this? Haha! Okay, so I know we're going to probably need at least 4 of these, and if we don't need 4, you know, who cares? Because there's always some place that you can use these, because dispensers are cool. So, actually, no, we don't need that there, do we? We'll grab that. We'll put that there. Put that there. Too bad you can't. You can stack these though, right? Okay, good. And then that. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Now, I'm going to need a lever just for our purposes right now. And I always mess this up. There we go. Because it's weird, right? The picture does not match what's going on. Like, look at this. You figure that you see that little itty bit of cobble on the top, like it makes sense, like that should, you know, the cobble should be on top, and that's why it always throws me off, but that's not the case. We're gonna need more glowstone too, so let's grab this. Is it already getting dark? Thanks. We do not want a creeper blowing up on us while we're doing this. So what happens is, oh, I need to grab some sugar too. You guys are totally like getting to see how the sausage is made, so to speak, like, because you normally try to act all professional and, you know, pretend like I'm doing all this stuff and I know exactly what I'm doing, and that is not the case at all. So let's grab that. And I can't do uneven numbers. So what happens is you get a obviously it's not strictly just like a dispenser in real life, right? But what happens is that you if I can go back to where I was before, is you have this in the plant, you have to have chlorine put into the water because it helps purify it. So what we do is we take one of our dispensers, or I shouldn't say it purifies it, but it helps kill some of the nastier stuff that is in our drinking water. Okay, so what we're going to do is this glowstone is going to be our chlorine. So when what we'll do is we'll eventually hook this up to like a redstone signal or something like that. But right now we're just going to do a lever so I can show you. So it spit out one little bit of chlorine, and that little bit of chlorine will help um, purify the water as it comes in. And then also another thing that is typically added right after this is you add what's called a coagulant. And what a coagulant is is it allows you to um, it grabs a hold of the bad stuff that is in the water. And it's so what it does is that the coagulant comes out and it sort of clumps around those little itty bitty particles of stuff that's in the water. And what that does is it allows you, it grabs a hold of those particles and it makes them heavier. So by doing that, the particles get heavy and they sink to the bottom. Because what later on you'll see that we have these little basins later, and those basins, it allows the impurities, they get, I'm trying to talk with my hands, but of course you can't see my hands, but they clump together and those clumps sink to the bottom, and then the water is retrieved like off the top. Like it'll be like a big basin or bowl, and the water will get sucked out of the top, like the top layer or a couple inches right underneath, and all that stuff that has been clumping together will actually um, fall out. So I need to clear a lot of this space, and luckily, oh, am I out of range? Oh, I'm out of range. I have haste on the beacon right now, and it looks like this is about as far away as I can get. What about here? Yep. So like this is like the mark right here. This is where the end of the, but that's okay because we're rocking diamond tools, so we can knock this out real quick. So we're gonna dig this out, and then I'll try to explain to you more of what we're gonna do, because every part of the plan is very, very sophisticated, but it's one of those things where they've been doing it for so long that the technology really is not that really isn't that impressive. It's just basic science is what allows it to happen. But so what happens is like in the next stage, the next thing we have to build is a flash mixer. And what the flash mixer does is that it essentially does exactly what it says. It flash mixes all of the chlorine and the coagulant. It mixes all of that stuff together. So that's why I have the pistons. And what we're gonna do is like I'm gonna have to. I think we're just gonna basically install it today, but it's gonna take a little bit because I am by no means a redstone master. But what I want to have to do is I want to have the redstone move the water, right? I'm gonna have the pistons are gonna be set up, and they are, when they move, it's like they're gonna act as little propellers, and they're like gonna agitate the water. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build. In fact, I think this is gonna be enough digging right now. We'll go back over here. So so like right about here will be where we have our flash mixer. In fact, I think this is perfect spot for it right here. Because we're going to have to dig down, and we're going to have to add water, because I think the water should be, yeah, the water's right there. So that's the way we sort of know where we are. So I can always build around this later. So let's go ahead and we'll knock this out. We're already getting to about the 15-minute mark on the episode already. But so what I want to do, we lost our haste. Yep. Is the water's going to come in here. So let's take the rest of this out. We're going to have to give ourselves a way out here too. Ooh, iron. So the water's going to flow in through right there, right? And then what we're going to do is I need to put pistons in the walls. Let's go ahead and we'll dig this out real quick. Because I can't imagine building... We're going to have to move all this garbage out anyways at some point. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Is my inventory... Wow, why... How do I have all that coal in my inventory? What the heck? Alright, I need to go get rid of this. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So for the rest of this episode, I'm gonna be a rabbit, apparently. just to fill you guys in on that. So we've got man, this is actually gonna take a while, isn't it? I burned through shovels so fast I almost feel silly like putting enchantments on them. Because it's like you have diamond, and all you really ever mine with a diamond shovel is sand and gravel and dirt, right? And I already feel like it breaks so fast. Especially, I mean, look at like how we have the haste. It's just doing work. It goes through it so fast. But I'm probably gonna end up needing this whole area at some point, anyways. And I need to make sure I light it up, because if I don't, this is gonna become an issue. Here we go. Okay, so the water will be, I think is it this one? Yep. And there goes all my torches. No! Dang it. Alright, so let's throw a torch right there. And so we got the water coming in. Crap, which one was it? This one. Actually, let's mark that. Water's going to come in right there. So what we need is we need to have these pistons are going to work like agitators, like we said, right? So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have a piston here. I only have 2 pistons. I need more than 2 pistons. Well, I guess this will have to work. So what we'll do, I think, is I'll put it here. And then that means I'll have to put this one over here. And so when these pistons are activated, get our handy lever, they are going to come out. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set this up on some sort of like with hoppers, you know how you can have items go back and forth and then it sends a constant signal? I'm going to have to do that, I think. And that way, so these are constantly running and they're constantly going back and forth. And that way, so that they're going to be agitating the water. Because like I said, the purpose of that is it mixes up all of that, all the stuff that we've just added. The coagulant and the chlorine. So, and then of course there's all those people that are conspiracy theorists and think that, you know, all this nasty stuff is put in your water. Don't buy into it, folks. I mean, come on. So I'm gonna have to make an access tunnel to get in and out of there. But let's go ahead and we'll sleep off this night, because I don't want a creeper jumping in on us. And hopefully our stone is done, and then we can make some stone bricks and we can start doing some work on dressing some of this stuff up. I totally had a creeper blow up in our fancy little storage room I have down there, and it really, really ticked me off. I try to be a mellowed out, chill dude, but I came... Did you hear that? I think there's an evil little demon on top of our roof of our house. Yeah, that's right. Drown. Drown. Yeah. So we've got this, and let's come back over here. And this is all going to be lined with stone. So let's go ahead and we'll dig this out. In fact, I think we can... Should I leave the dirt there? Let's leave the dirt there. The dirt will look kind of cool. Except for this one needs to be stone all the way down. Okay. And typically the flash mixer will have like a little bit of like a cover type thing on it. So we can make that work too. You know, we can do like glass or something that way, so you know you're getting an idea of how it looks. Yeah, I think this stone idea is going to work out really nice. So let's get this, replace this with this. So yeah, I mean, I know this seems kind of like silly for like a Minecraft channel to like do, but um, there's there's so much wasting of the time done when it comes to the internet, and I feel like people don't like they literally learn nothing when they're online. Like you could be on YouTube and you could learn, you know, a different language, but instead, you know, people watch cat videos or they watch Minecraft videos. So this is sort of like my attempt as like a public service announcement brought to you by Mr. 707. You know that we're gonna try to I'm force you to get your learn on while you're watching the Minecraft videos. So let's throw some stone up in here. So, you know, this is looking pretty cool. I have a silk touch. Shoot, what am I trying to say? I have a silk touch pick to, you know, so I could actually just get the stone out myself. But, yeah. So let's fill this up with dirt. And that's not going to be shown, but this is going to be. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this off of here. I don't want to pop the stone behind it. There we go. Okay. So, what I need to do is, well, first of all, I need to get out of here. Do I have... I do not. I need to get another bucket of water. Bucket of water. Sweet. Alright. So let's get down here. And we are going to fill this thing up. So I should be able to grab that one. Yes. And if I put that here, that should make that go all the way across. And I should be able to grab this one and this one. So now see how that little spot right there is depressed? There's nothing you can do about that. But what we can do is we can continue to add the water. That was awesome. I totally just sank right there. Okay, so let's put that there. And that there. Let's go down and get some more water. Is it really already getting dark on us again? Okay, so the water will flow in right here. Okay. So now, how am I getting out? Man, I don't want to waste my stone. Doesn't look like I have a choice. Okay, so we've kind of got our little flowy in of the stuff. So let's go ahead and why did I do that? If I'm going to try to show you something, why did I do that? I'm being so wasteful. So let's see if this works. So let's yeah, we should have a piece of sugar and a piece of glowstone. Aha! Sorry if that was loud in your ears. So we've got that part working, and I think unfortunately that's going to be where we have to call it today. But so that is like the basic, you know, this is how it really is. Like obviously, you know, Minecraft version, but this is how, you know, how your water is cleaned and sent to your house. Like it's obviously like it's not done this way in every single case because not every place has the pre-chlorination, but the coagulant is added right here, and then we're gonna have our little flash mixer down in there where the pistons are gonna be operating, which is where that's going to turn it all up for us. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I enjoy doing it because like Minecraft's fun, but this is what I've chosen to do as a profession, and as a professional human being. And I hope you guys enjoy. This is just the beginning. There's so much more that we have to do, and I want to put like a little control room set up, and I'm gonna do all kinds of redstone stuff. But I'm gonna try to do all of that on camera as much as possible because I know how tricky redstone stuff can be, and I'm gonna do my best to not only do a good job, but to try to explain it to you. But there's gonna be a serious learning curve for me as well because I am by no means I am no Seth Bling. So, anyways, guys, as usual, thank you guys for watching. Um, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you like this or you don't like it at all, you don't want me to ever do it again, let me know because I mean I need to do this regardless. But I'd like to be able to share it with you guys as opposed to not, because that way so there isn't just some new thing on my channel that you're like, what is that? But anyways, thank you guys very much. Don't forget to subscribe. We're still going to do the every other day thing. Now that university started back up, it's getting a little thick. But thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.